All right, I think we're on air. You guys voted. I don't know why you did, but you did. You voted to indeed do this. We're going to play the NHL playoffs, and we are going to do it with myself doing play-by-play. All right, cool, that's working. So, just a quick little explainer here. Ooh, excuse me, what we're doing. Obviously exactly what I said we're doing. We're doing real games, live games, all the way through the playoffs. We'll do a couple games a day. These are the matchups. So we just kept the matchups as if the regular season were to end today. And the reason I did that is because this is my channel and it's my thing, and I can do what I want. And also, that way we get this little beauty right here. So let's go through the matchup. So the reason I set this here is because this was Western Conference champion and Central Division champion St. Louis taking on Nashville in the second wild card hole. The second Central Division spot is Colorado against the third, which is Dallas. The Pacific Division champion, if the season were to end today, Vegas against the first wild card spot, Winnipeg, and the second Pacific Division, Edmonton against the third Pacific Division, Calgary. By the way, is second higher than third? I just want to ask that to Colton Lassine and Dustin Spearing and Nick Glacken and Johnny Finnegan. I'm not sure if second's higher than third. I don't know. I'm not sure. So just get back to me when you get a minute. Boston, Eastern Conference champion, taking on the second wild card hole, the Columbus Blue Jackets. And then Tampa and Toronto in the second and third hole. I think is it Metro? I think. Yeah, and then the Atlantic champion Washington against Carolina, and Atlantic second versus Atlantic third. Pittsburgh hosts Philadelphia hosts Pittsburgh. So you get the Battle of PA and the Battle of AB in the first round, which is pretty good. We're going to do it. It's going to be straight up. It's going to be real. It's going to be 20-minute periods, about an hour-ish it should take. Full sim, and it's I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We'll do one tonight. Obviously, as you can see, our first one's going to be St. Louis and Nashville. And we'll do a couple a day after this, I think. I don't know how this is going to go, so this might be the only one. It might not. I don't know. It's hard to say. Camera, obviously, the way I want to do it, that's broadcast. Yeah, should be fun. I updated the rosters, so we should be good. Obviously, you need commentary to 0, for sure. Alright, cool. No guests in the booth. I am the guest in the booth. Okay, so, see how this works. It's on Superstar. Continuous overtime, best of 7. Let's go. See how this looks. See how this operates. Just got to get into broadcaster mode here. Computer versus computer game. There you go. You got Cheddars, Petrangelo, and Yossi, couple defenseman captains. Oh, see, that's wrong. See, we're not doing length 5 minutes. That's not what I want to do. I want game settings, I think, I feel. There we go. 20 miles, boys. 20 miles. Alright, here goes nothing. Give it a try. Game 1, 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs. Defending champions hosting the Nashville Predators in Game 1. See how this goes. See, now this might be an issue. I heard that... Oh, there we go. Okay. I heard that it was freezing for some people after they updated the rosters, which has scared me a little bit. But here we are. Alrighty, welcome inside the Enterprise Center. It's game one, the Predators and the Blues. Jordan Binnington, he gets a start tonight for St. Louis, coming in with a record of 16-10. He's the defending Stanley Cup champion all-time in playoffs, and all-time in playoffs. 45 wins for Pecorine, the starter tonight for Nashville. Opening draw, Brayden Schenn, Ryan Johansson, puck down, underway here at the Enterprise Center, and right off the hop, Brayden Schenn carries in. He's offside, so we'll get a draw on the far side, just in front of the Nashville bench. Good evening. My name is Brady Sim, bringing you the play-by-play action tonight as Schenn takes the draw. Johansson's going to win that one. Comes over to the near side, Forsberg. Forsberg gets it right back from Granlund. Granlund stops. Goes up to the point, Ellis. Ellis to Yossi. Yossi right there to Granlund. Granlund over to the near side. Yossi walks in. Yossi far side. Found Granlund. A great save early from Jordan Binnington. And here come the Blues the other way. Far side, it's Tarasenko. Drops off Gunnarsson. In the middle, found Schwartz, and a good shot blocked there. And the St. Louis Blues come back with a chance of their own. Now here's Forsberg, far side, couldn't get around his defender, and now here come the Blues the other way. Brayden Schenn takes it into the middle, lost it, scooped up by Philip Forsberg. Forsberg, he goes over to Granlund. Granlund, he drops off Ellis. Ellis lets it go, blocker save. Turns in by Jordan Binnington, and here come the Blues back the other way. Jaden Schwartz, former captain of the World Junior team for Team Canada. Schwartz waits up, stops, goes back to the line, and now here's Calle Järnkrok. Järnkrok back the other way. He does a little button hook, takes it into the middle. Let's one go, and a glove save made by Binnington. He holds on to that one. We'll get a draw, and we have played just a minute and 8 seconds here in game one, scoreless at the Enterprise Center as the Nashville Predators, they embark on this 7-game journey trying to dispatch the Stanley Cup champions from a year ago. David Perron into the middle, turned over, and the first penalty of the game goes against St. Louis, and it will go against Sanford. So I believe that's Cole Sanford, former Medicine Hat Tiger. But he finds himself, Zach Sanford, so not a Medicine Hat Tiger, I presume. He gets the penalty for tripping Nashville into the first power play of the evening as Tyler Bozak on the right side wins it cleanly next to his goaltender. It gets sent all the way down the ice, and Järnkrok's got it out of his own zone. Järnkrok, he comes up in the middle. Now here's Granlund. Marcus Granlund into the middle. Drops off Smith. Shot on goal, and a good stop made by Jordan Binnington. And he'll hold on to that one. And now a draw to the right side of Binnington once again. 16 seconds have gone on this power play. The Preds win the draw. Back to Järnkrok. Let it go. Didn't miss by much. Bouwmeester, he's going to send it all the way down the ice. Jay Bouwmeester, obviously, we're real happy that virtual him is doing well. Hopefully real him's doing well as well. And now another penalty coming up to St. Louis. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for a $1.28 for Nashville. A real good opportunity for the Preds to get onto the board first in this series and get the opening goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Alexander Steen tripping is the call. Face off to the right side of Jordan Binnington. Minute 28, 5-on-3 for Preds. Nashville, they win the draw and hammering one. On goal was Roman Josi, and a good stop by Jordan Binnington there. He's going to hold on, and we'll get a face-off to his left is the Nashville captain. Ripped one, and now the draw shifts over to the left side of Binnington. It's going to be Marcus Granlund on it for Nashville, and the draw is won and controlled by the Preds. One-timer Smith, another glove save by Binnington, and he's going to hold on to that one now, as Jordan Binnington makes a big save and keeps this a 0-0 game. But still a $1.19, a 5-on-3 time for the Nashville Predators. Turris, he's got it. Goes back to the line. Järnkrok lets it go. That blocked. Gunnarsson's got it. Turned it over. Calle Järnkrok comes over to the near side. Marcus Granlund into the middle. Järnkrok back to Ellis. Colin Smith now comes to Järnkrok. Let it go, and after a good save by Binnington, Preds control. Craig Smith off the wall. Back to the line. Järnkrok lets it go. Another Another stop by Bennington. St. Louis clears. And that gets a big cheer from this capacity crowd here at the Enterprise Center. And now we're down to 48 seconds. 5-on-3 time. Here's Granlund. Let it go from just in front. It goes wide. St. Louis clears again, and this crowd on their feet, cheering their hometown penalty killers. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Craig Smith, he walks off the wall, into the middle. Smith lets it go, and a blocker save again by Binnington. Early. Go Hansen to Smith, let it go, and it goes. Binnington out of his mind early on here in this one. Here's David Perron leading a 5-on-3 shorthanded rush. Perron turned it over, and now here come the Preds back the other way, trying to get an odd-man rush on the power play. 5 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining. St. Louis is going to get their guy back out. Still 5-on-4 for 32 seconds. Turned over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly, oh, he might have had Sanford on a break out of the box, but he sends it down the ice. Zach Sanford spinning and firing. That got blocked. Preds trying to get it out. Here's Callie Yarncroke. Yarncroke carries over the line near side. Over to Arvids and a blocker save. A great stop. Jordan Binnington out of his mind early on in this one. Gone off the clock. We're tied at 0. It's game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinal. St. Louis finished with the top record in the Western Conference, and now a backhander from in front. Victor Arvidsson couldn't bury it. Colton Parayko, the St. Albert native, able to get that one out. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Arvidsson now. Arvidsson waiting, didn't pull the trigger. Out front it comes. Forsberg on a great save again, made by Binnington. Now here comes St. Louis back the other way. Look for that to build some momentum. There's Steed on and got in behind Pecorine, but he's able to squeeze the legs together and keep it out. Is a great first period to start here. A 5-on-3, an extended 5-on-3, nearly a minute 30 seconds in length, goes by the wayside, and another penalty. Oh, I thought that might have been a penalty coming up to Tarasenko as he hooked up his man, but I guess it is the playoffs. Referee's going to let him play, at least maybe now, after St. Louis killed off that 5-on-3. Now here's Pietrangelo, steps into a drive, and a good save there. Out front, trying to get it to Shen, couldn't get it to him, and now here's Watson. Watson for Nashville, over the line on the far side, drags to the middle, lets one go, save the rebound. Good job by the St. Louis captain to take that away on the doorstep. Here is now Tarasenko. Vladimir Tarasenko drops off to Carl Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson put it down low to Sundqvist. He turned it over, and here come the Nashville Predators back the other way. With it, here's Watson. Watson, out front it goes, point blank chance for Colton Sissons, and a glorious stop made is out of his mind. It's Jordan Binnington. Early going here in the playoffs. He was obviously tremendous in the 2019 playoffs. Of course, led the St. Louis Blues to their first ever franchise Stanley Cup. With it on the, it's to the near side, it's the right side. The draw is won and controlled by the St. Louis Blues. Here's McEachern. McEachern over the line, trying to step around his man. Drops off. Into the middle it comes to Dunn. Dunn back to the point, letting it go, and a great stop made there by Pecorine. Here come Nick Bonino and the Predators. Back the other way, dropped off. Hamhuis lets it go, tipped. Oh, it's in behind Binnington, but he's able to find it before Craig Smith did, and we're still tied at 0. These two Central Division rivals entertaining thoroughly here. There's a big hit, too. Missed that in behind the play. Draw to the right-hand side of Jordan Binnington. Matt Duchene on it. Won it cleanly for the Preds. Victor Arvidsson tried to go back to the line. Arvidsson gets it again. Arvidsson turned it over. There's Thomas. Thomas got it to Tyler Bozak. Bozak over the line. Bozak stops up. Into the middle. Thomas spinning and firing a backhand. Goes wide. Yannick Weber's got it for the Nashville Predators. Here it comes to Callie Yarncroke. Yarncroke up to Hamhuis. Hamhuis now lets it go. Another save. The rebound sitting there. It's cleared. Tyler Bozak's got it. Bozak trying to get it out. Callie Yarncroke on the intercept though for Nashville. Lets it go. Blocker save made by Jordan Binnington. Now tied up in the near side corner. Here's Zach Sanford. Sanford over the line, into the middle, and a great play by Hamhuis. He broke that up. Here comes Nashville again. Calle Yarncroke. Yarncroke. He's going to go back to the point. Weber shot it. Blocked. Arvidsson. Yarncroke, and another great save, point blank, by Jordan Binnington. It is absolutely unbelievable from Jordan Binnington in the early going here in this hockey game. 14:05, 20-2. The shots on goal favor the Nashville Predators. As you can imagine, this building just waiting for something to cheer about. And maybe O'Reilly gives it to him here. O'Reilly turned it over. Now with it there, Sanford. Back to Ryan O'Reilly. Carl Gunnarsson to O'Reilly. Perron. O'Reilly far side. He's at the half wall. Back to Carl Gunnarsson. Tried to put it down through the middle of the zone there, picked off, and here come the Preds. This is Forsberg, took a hard shot from Pietrangelo. Now Pietrangelo leads a rush for St. Louis. Pietrangelo shooting, scores! Alex Pietrangelo lays the big hit, buries it on Pecorine. His first of the postseason. It's 1-0 Blues. And imagine that. It's all Nashville in the early going, but it's the St. Louis Blues who solve Pecorine first. It's Alex Pietrangelo sending this building, this Enterprise Center, into a frenzy. And we are off and running. The opening goal of the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs goes to the St. Louis captain, Jaden Schwartz, trying to center it out front, picked off, and here is the Nashville Predators. Kyle Turris leading the rush on the near side. Turris, a little toe drag. Turris now goes back to the line in front to Sissons, let it go. Save rebound, scores! Nashville gets it right back. I believe this is going to be Austin Watson, his first of the postseason. And the Predators battle right back. We tied it here at 1. As Nashville's had all the momentum. They give up the first goal of the hockey game, but a good job by the gang from the Music City to stick with it and not give it up, because they were certainly the better team through the first 6 minutes and change here of this first period, and now they've tied it at 1. Austin Watson. Nick Bonino back to Dante Fabro into the middle. Smith on a great stop by Binnington. 1-1, 12:59 to go here in the first period. Jay Bouwmeester tied up there with a member of the Preds. Can't see who that was. Out there for Nashville's Rocco Grimaldi, Nick Bonino, and Craig Smith. Oscar Sundqvist with Ivan Barbashev, and McEachern, and here come the St. Louis Blues. McEachern leading the rush, centering pass, Sundqvist, oh, he missed it, not by much though, and here is Craig Smith. He comes out for Nashville. Smith into the middle, he drops it off, Ivan Barbashev intercepts, and now here's Oscar Sundqvist. Sundqvist over the line, centers it, Barbashev drops off, Parayko lets it go, a great toe save, kicked out with the left pad by Pecorine. Oscar Sundqvist, now to McEachern. McEachern drops off Jay Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester lets it go. Save the rebound. Loose at the side of the net. And I believe a penalty's going to be coming to St. Louis here, as Oscar Sundqvist got tied up with Nick Bonino, and he's going to go off for hooking Nashville to another power play. And it was indeed Oscar Sundqvist who nearly broke the tie and buried a wide-open puck into a wide-open cage, but puck goes wide, he hooks up Nick Bonino, and Nashville goes to the man advantage, and with it here is Justin Falk. Got it over to Alex Steen, and we'll get a whistle offside. Steen, a little too overzealous there, as the former Carolina Hurricane put it in his feet. Face-off just outside the Predator blue line. Ryan Johansson on it for the Preds. Tyler Bozak for the Blues, and Johansson won it cleanly. Victor Arvidsson tried to center it out front, intercepted and knocked down. Jay Bouwmeester He's going to set it the full 200 and give the St. Louis Blues a little bit of reprieve. So here's Roman Josi, banks it off the wall, finds Ryan Johansson. Johansson into the middle. Arvidsson, let it go. Stop made. Rebound sitting there. Duchesne backhanded. Another stop by Binnington. And the Blues again send it the length of the ice. Here is Philip Forsberg. Forsberg over to Arvidsson. His pass over to the near side, broken up. And here comes St. Louis. A shorthanded rush led by Colton Parayko. Yeah, Parayko let it go, and a good stop there by Rene. Back to the line. Now knocked over, a hard hit by Matt Duchesne on Steen. And the Preds able to gain the puck back and come out over the line. Now here's Craig Smith into the middle. Smith lets it go. Glove stop made by Binnington. He holds on. And we'll get a whistle. Tied at 1. Just about midway through this first period, 11:22. All that remains in this first frame. Alex Petrangelo's got the goal for St. Louis. Now there's Turris, a great shot, and a better save made by Binnington. Carl Gunnarsson gets the puck, gets it up to Ryan O'Reilly. 53 seconds of power play time remaining. St. Louis able to stay on side. O'Reilly's got it. O'Reilly in behind the goal. O'Reilly centering pass broken up, and here comes Nashville. Back the other way, a 3-on-2, led by Craig Smith. Smith into the middle. He's going to wait, trying to find a pass lane. Can't do so. Justin Falk banks that one off the wall and out, and now intercepted in the neutral zone by Alex Steen. He puts it in deep, down to a half minute remaining on the Nashville power play. Turned over, here's Steen. Steen, a chance, shoots! Great stop by Rene, and another chance, short-handed chance for St. Louis. There's a tough turnover there, right onto the stick of Alexander Steen, the veteran. Draw one and controlled by the Blues. Colton Parayko back to Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester shovels it down the wall for Bozak. Now at the line it is. And Bouwmeester's able to put it in deep, shattering pass. And nearly a goal there for St. Louis from point-blank range. Ryan Johansson gains the line for Nashville, puts it in deep. This is game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, Western Conference quarterfinal. The Preds and the Blues. And out of the box comes Sundqvist. He picks off a pass. Sundqvist now into the offensive zone for St. Louis. Takes a hit. And Ryan Johansson got it up ice. Here's Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson. He walks into the middle, drops off. There's Järnkrok letting one go, got blocked. Now it comes to Johansson. Johansson back to the line, Järnkrok. There is Perron taking it away at the line, giving up to Zach Sanford. Sanford letting one go, and a good stop. Loose puck, no one can find it. Pecorine finally does. And he'll hold on to that one. Zach Sanford of the St. Louis Blues got a penalty earlier today. There's no harm, no foul. Face-offs favor St. Louis 12-8. There's Pietrangelo, let it go, and a glove save from a long way out. Point shot, saw it all the way, Pecorine. Face-off again to the left side of the Predator netminder. Fourth line out there for Nashville. Kyle Turris with Colton Sissons and Austin Watson. But Austin Watson, he's got the goal tonight for Nashville. That's what tied it up. Here's Yannick Weber over the line. Weber drops off Watson. Watson drops off for Weber. Now at the side of the goal with a sharp angle for Kyle Turris. And no problem there for Jordan Binnington. Draw on the left side of Binnington. Kyle Turris on it for Nashville. Won it cleanly. Dan Hamhuis over to Sissons. Blocker saved by Binnington. Jordan Binnington, if not for him, this game might already be in the back pocket of the visitors for game 1 of this series. Now here's Austin Watson. Austin Watson's got one to be. Coming in over the line. Watson trying to let it go. Great defensive play on the back check. Turned in by Alex Pietrangelo. Dan Hamhuis tied up there by Jaden Schwartz down low, and here come the Preds. On the near side, Craig Smith. Smith took a hard hit, and now goes over to Falk. Falk to Sanford. Sanford into the middle. Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly carries in on the right. Ryan O'Reilly trying to let it go from the near side, but it got blocked, and now here come the Nashville Predators. With it here, Rocco Grimaldi. In front, great stop by Binnington. There's a great pass by Rocco Grimaldi. Finds Colton Smith right in front, redirects the puck. Binnington able to keep it out I believe he ended up catching that with the glove hand and freezing it. Face off now to the left-hand side of Binnington. Another chance as there was Forsberg right at the near side. And now here comes Zach Sanford for St. Louis. Sanford turned it over Marcus Granlund. Here he is now, Ryan Johansson. Johansson carries in over the line. He does a little button hook, drops off Fabro, shot got blocked. Now comes to the line and out. Dante Fabro's got it on the far side. Now into the middle, Forsberg. Give it right back to Johansson. Johansson looking in front for Granlund, and he couldn't get a stick on it. And ends up rolling harmlessly to the St. Louis Blue goaltender. And now we'll get a draw to the right-hand side of Binnington. One cleanly by Nashville. Ryan Ellis sends it down the wall. That's Granlund. Granlund trying to go out front, picked off by Sundqvist, and now Sundqvist carries out for St. Louis. Oscar Sundqvist. He does a little button hook in the line. Back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson, Barbashev. Back to Pietrangelo. Let it go. Glove save by Pecorine. He's going to hold on to that one. Pecorine, he's showing some good stuff early here in this playoff run for Nashville. Of course, Pecorine, an older goaltender, but it wasn't that many years ago, 2016, backstopped the Preds to a Stanley Cup final. They eventually lost in 6 games to the Pittsburgh Penguins. There's Bonino. Bonino shot got blocked. Now comes loose to Craig Smith. Out front, Grimaldi. Oh, what a stop by Binnington once again. This might be a goaltender's duel tonight. Might be a goaltender's duel the whole series. Kyle Turris on the draw against Shen. One cleanly by Turris. Yossi, he's got it right back near side. Roman Yossi dishes off to Watson. Gives it to Ellis now. Right back to Yossi. Now comes to Watson in the middle. Let it go just wide. Back to the point, Ryan Ellis. Ellis turns it down low. There was for Sissons. And Sissons couldn't get the puck on net. He got a shot away. But nonetheless, here come the St. Louis Blues right back the other way. Braden Shen into the middle, drops off Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo again shooting, and a great stop made by Pecorine. Alex Pietrangelo, as mentioned earlier, he's the one who got the go-ahead goal for St. Louis. Only stood up for a short period of time. As the Preds came back seconds later to get this game back even. Colton Parayko, former University of Alaska, Nanook. As now it's turned over. Back come the Predators. Calle Yarncroke trying to center it in front. Goes down low. Now picked up by Jay Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester got it to Bozak. Bozak, he lost it, but here come the Blues back the other way. Now it's in behind the goal, gathering it there. Robert Thomas turned over, and the Preds come out. Long pass to Calle Yarncroke, centering pass picked off by St. Louis. The veteran Bouwmeester finds Robert Thomas. Thomas, he's looking for an outlet, goes back to the line. Bouwmeester, Parayko, down low Bozak. Parayko over to the far side, veteran Bouwmeester. He's got it right back at the line. Thomas trading with Bouwmeester now. Bouwmeester, he wasn't at the line, and pestered there at the line was Thomas. It's going to come out and all the way down the ice. Gathered in behind his own goal by Colton Parayko. Finds Alexander Steen. Steen turned it over now to Hamhuis. Hamhuis found Weber in behind his own goal, and here come the Preds. Hard hit on Rocco Grimaldi by Justin Falk, and here come the Blues in again. Now it goes back to the line. Perron, let it go. Blocker save. That was Steen, that had it initially. And here come the Preds. This is Rocco Grimaldi. Over to Nick Bonino. Bonino, far side corner. Hamhuis back to the point. Weber let it go. Goes wide off the end boards. Comes right to Jordan Binnington. He's going to freeze it. We'll get a whistle with 5:41 to go in the first period. As we're tied at 1, later stages of the first. As the draw is now won by St. Louis. Here's David Perron. Perron. Excuse me. Good stop by Pecorine there. Draw one and controlled by the Nashville Predators. Here's Michael Granlund over to Forsberg. Granlund's got it back far side. Lets it go. Binnington flashes leather. Holds on. We'll get a draw with 5:24 to go first period. We're tied at 1. Blues and Predators. Draw to the left side of Jordan Binnington. This one won and controlled by the Blues. Oh, turned over nearly in a dangerous area, but here's McEachern. Now turned over in the neutral zone, and here comes Nashville. On the near side, Ryan Johansson. Johansson into the middle. Let it go, block. Great glove save. Binnington once again, who has been very good early. It's the shots on goal. Just lopsided as you could imagine here in the first period. 35-13 in favor of Nashville. Draw one. Back to Ellis. Let it go. Great stop, Binnington. From a long way out. Saw it the whole way. Holds on to it. Yes. Excuse me. The Preds really pressing in this first period. If not for Binnington, could be over already. Now a quick shot from the captain, Yossi, and another stop by Binnington. He holds on. Just over 5 to play in the opening period. As the Nashville Predators, they have a draw coming up to the right-hand side of Binnington. Kyle Turris, he's been great on draws tonight. Lost that one, though, to Braden Shen. And now here's Jaden Schwartz. Schwartz got it over to Tarasenko. Vladimir Tarasenko drops off. Back to the line. This is Bouwmeester. Down low for Jaden Schwartz. Schwartz knocked off the puck. Comes loose into the corner. Schwartz trying to take it to the backhand. A hard hit. Loose in front of the net, though. Matthias Ekholm had it, lost it. Snapping one toward the net, and a great stop. I think it was Tarasenko got the shot away. But a great stop turned in by Pekka Rinne. Dante Fabro absolutely laying out his man. Out there for St. Louis, Ryan O'Reilly, Zach Sanford, and David Perron. As Ryan O'Reilly wins a draw. Now a shot through traffic from Parayko. Got blocked, went up in the air. O'Reilly's got it in behind the St. Louis goal. Now it's turned up the ice by Nashville, excuse me. Here's Craig Smith over the line. Drops off Weber. Weber into the middle. It comes to Grimaldi. Now it comes over to Smith and let it go. And a good stop by Binnington. He has to turn in 30-plus saves in this opening period. I mean, look, there's no question. Nashville had a lengthy 5-on-3 with plenty of chances early, but other than that, it's been straight up 5-on-5, and it's, except for one other penalty to St. Louis, I mean, this is certainly not great for the St. Louis Blues. Craig Berube, head coach, probably not very happy at all. Now it comes loose to Smith in front again, and Jordan Binnington has had to turn in numerous 10 saves, and it stays 1-1. The captain of St. Louis got him on the board first. Got to say, if the Blues find a way to pull this one out over the next 44 minutes or so, you got to look to your goaltender in the first period for sure. Ivan Barbashev now down low. It's going to come Sundqvist. The rebound. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. Now comes to Barbashev. Back to Sundqvist as Barbashev took a hard shot. He's slow to get up. We'll keep an eye on him. Appears no worse for the wear. Now a centering pass. It's picked off by Forsberg. Philip Forsberg. Partial break. Lets it go. Glove save made by Binnington. He holds on and keeps it out. Is the St. Louis Blues. All kinds of discombobulated in the early going here in Game 1. 3.5 to go in the first period. Tied at 1. Draw one cleanly by Nashville. Ekholm over to Yardcroak. He hit the post. Yardcroak again. Loose out front. Comes to Pietrangelo. And Pietrangelo able to get it to Vladimir Tarasenko. But Tarasenko turned it over in the neutral zone. Here's Calle Yarncroke trying to center it out front. Picked off. And now here come the St. Louis Blues. Jaden Schwartz. Schwartz back to the point. Carl Gunnarsson walks to the middle, goes over to Pietrangelo, steps around his man, back to the point. Gunnarsson let it go from the far side. I don't know if that made it through, but nonetheless, the Preds able to come out. Here's Craig Smith, 2:59, turns it over. Now offside is Dante Fabro backing up Smith on the blue line. Didn't get there quite in time. And the Nashville Predators have a draw here just outside the St. Louis blue line. It's won cleanly by Nashville. Here with it, Yannick Weber. Got it to Colton Sissons. In front, Turris. Turris now to Austin Watson. Watson. Back to Turris. Now Dan Handhughes hit the line, turned over, and now here comes St. Louis. Maybe an odd man rush. Now Perron, centering pass, picked off. Great back pressure by the Nashville Predators. Centering pass, Sissons picked off by, that's David Perron. Perron got it up to Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly, he got it to Sanford. Sanford into the middle, of backhander stopped by Rene. He holds on to it. And we'll get a draw coming up to the right-hand side of Pekka Rinne. Draw won by the Preds. Here's Johansson over to Forsberg near side. Philip Forsberg. Centering pass. Ryan Johansson snapped it high and wide. And here is Justin Falk with it for St. Louis. Falk turned it over to Steen. Steen hooked up. First power play of the night coming up for the St. Louis Blues. Right now, it's a good opportunity for St. Louis maybe to stop the bleeding here a little bit. Is certainly tied at 1 is not the worst place to be, but the momentum decidedly with the visitors from Tennessee in this one. Here is Alex Pietrangelo. Centered it over to Thomas. Thomas back to Tarasenko. Pietrangelo now far side. There's Sanford. Great stop by Pekka Rinne. Holds on. Minute 59 to go in the first period. As there's a minute 51 in the St. Louis power play. Robert Thomas on the draw, won cleanly. Now here's Bozak right in front. Backhander goes wide. Preds send it down the ice. Tarasenko in the neutral zone. Found Zach Sanford now as he got it from Pietrangelo. Now it's Tarasenko. Far side, Zach Sanford. Back to the point. Pietrangelo shot tip through Thomas. Backhander, save, rebound to Sanford. Couldn't pull the trigger. Centering pass knocked down by Matthias Ekholm and sent down the ice. Minute 25 to go on the St. Louis power play. Tyler Bozak carries in over the line, far side, drops off Sanford, right back to Bozak, kicked out with the left pad by Pekka Rinne, and down the ice again by the Nashville Predators. Here is Alex Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo carrying out over the line near side. Alex Pietrangelo, centering pass, back to the line, Sanford. O'Reilly now to Sanford, now to Pietrangelo, let it go, tap, save, rebound, Sanford, stopped by Rinne as Sanford just couldn't get a stick on it right away. Down the ice it goes, now Dunn, Vince Dunn, he got it up to Braden in the middle. O'Reilly, shot block, shot over to the far side. Sanford picked off. Yarncroke down the ice once again. 39 seconds of power play time remaining. Frantic times here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Now here's Chen. They got it back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly looks back in front. The Preds clear. 26 seconds of power play time remaining for St. Louis. In behind his own goal, Vince Dunn. Dunn turned it over, but got it right back with St. Louis. Here's Jaden Schwartz over to the far side. O'Reilly, save, rebound. Ellis, he got it up to Ekholm. Ekholm sends it down the ice. 9 seconds of power play time remaining. Maybe one last rush here for St. Louis. Here's Pietrangelo, shot at glove, saved by Pekka Rinne. Holds on. As the Preds able to get it down the ice. That'll do it for period number 1. And they'll kill the penalty as well. Great first period here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's tied at 1. Alex Pietrangelo for St. Louis. Craig Smith for the Nashville Predators. There's your goal from the captain, the one they call Petey. And here's the marker, Craig Smith. That got the, Austin Watson. That got the Preds all even up. Through 20 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, that was fun. Looking at the reality of this, I might be shortening the periods to 10 minutes. But anyway, we'll finish this one up with 20, especially if we're doing multiple a day. I think we're going to be, we might be shortening the periods, but nonetheless, hopefully everyone enjoys this so far, and let's get on with the second period. Look at Nashville just friggin' rolling them 40-26 in shots. And time on attack, though, favors St. Louis, so, I mean, maybe St. Louis just needs to get pucks on that. Who knows? I was a little worried my wife had come home. That's why I stopped talking for a bit at the end there. She already thinks I'm insane, so it doesn't really matter. And she can't leave anyway. I married her, so. Back inside the Enterprise Center, second period underway. Here is Nashville now coming in. An early shot on goal by Ryan Johansson. Stopped easily by Jordan Binnington. We're tied at 1 after 1. There's the Blues and the Preds going to work here. Draw one and controlled by the St. Louis Blues. Here's Alex Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo, he's going to carry it in over the line. Far side, took a hard hit. Captain on captain violence. Little captain on captain crime for you is Roman Josi. Absolutely blows up Alex Pietrangelo just inside the St. Louis line. Here with it, this is Jaden Schwartz, centering past Tarasenko. Now Pietrangelo, back to Carl Gunnarsson. Schwartz took a hard bump, and here come the Preds, back the other way. Ryan Ellis carries over the line. Ellis back to Forsberg, turned over. Pietrangelo, partial break for the St. Louis captain. Steps away into the middle, comes right back. Pietrangelo, Shen drops off. Perron, let it go, and a great stop by Pecorine. 40 shots that the Nashville Predators had recorded in the first period. Let me show you there. There was a big hit by on Alex Pietrangelo by Roman Josi. So this might be an ugly night as far as the opposition shot count for the St. Louis Blues, considering they've already given up 40 plus now. And there's Arvidsson dropping off, picked off by Zach Sanford. Turned over now. Here's Matt Duchene. Duchene trying to carry it in behind the goal. Duchene out front, they score! Early strike for Nashville. As we talked about the volume of shots on goal, this is going to be Kalle Järnkrok, his first of the postseason. And maybe it's going to start paying off. What a pass by Matt Duchene, the former Colorado Avalanche. Got it out front to Kalle Järnkrok, who slams it home past Binnington. It's 2-1 Predators. Draw one and controlled by the Nashville Predators. Here is Matt Duchene once again. Duchene, the architect of the go-ahead goal for the Nashville Predators. Here's Zach Sanford over to the middle. Bouwmeester, let it go, goes just wide. A quick chance there for St. Louis. Another one for Ryan O'Reilly. That goes wide again. Now Zach Sanford. Sanford trying to spin it into the middle, taken away by Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi over the line for Nashville. Into the middle it comes. Bonito, let it go. What a great stop made by Jordan Binnington. We are here in St. Louis, the Enterprise Center, Game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinal. 18:22 to go in the second period. In this draw won by the Predators. Grimaldi let it go, goes wide. And now here is Tyler Bozak. Bozak into the middle, Alex Steen. Steen trying to get a shot away. Got blocked, goes into the corner, Hamhuis. Yannick Weber got it to Craig Smith. Smith dumps it in. And now Justin Falk's got it, lost it. And it goes to Jordan Binnington. And he'll hold on to it as harmlessly under his glove. 18 minutes to go, second period. 20-minute periods are a lot longer, but it's not a real hockey game, you call it. Draw one by the Blues. Here's Tyler Bozak. Bozak carries it over the near side. He's going to take it, go back into the middle for Vince Dunn. Dunn now. Back to the point, Falk. Falk sends it in deep. That's for Alex Steen. Steen now into the middle and scores! Robert Thomas! finds the equalizer for St. Louis. What a pass by Alex Steen. Finds Robert Thomas on the near side. Buries it past Pecorine. And the St. Louis Blues have tied the game here at 2 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds ticked off the clock here in the second period. Another chance is Barbashev, a long way out, easy glove save by Pecorine. As the St. Louis Blues and the Nashville Predators doing battle here, tied at 2. 2 early strikes in this second period, 1 each. Here's Austin Watson. He had the initial goal. He's got a chance again here. Watson trying to step into the middle. He's got it. Now over to the far side. Shot stopped by Binnington, and he's going to freeze him. Well, wherever you're joining us from tonight, we're happy to have you along for the ride. If you joined in at the start and are watching still, you're clearly like me, very bored in quarantine. But the NHL playoffs are underway, at least in my basement. Now here's a drop-off. There's Barbashev to Sundqvist. Oh, for Barbashev again. Saves the rebound. Loose puck there for McEachern. Couldn't jam it home. Here is Barbashev. Down low, McEachern. McEachern lost it and turned over. Back up the Nashville Predators. Michael Granlund drops off. That is Marcus Granlund. There's Ellis. D-to-D, Roman Josi. It's Peter Forsberg, I say. Philip Forsberg over to the near side. That shot ripped wide by Granlund, and now here come the St. Louis Blues. And that's going to be up and over the glass, but no worries for St. Louis. It was on the offensive side of center for St. Louis. No penalty to Ivan Barbashev. Second line out there for St. Louis, O'Reilly, Sanford, and Perron. It's Bonino, Smith, and Grimaldi. The third line for Nashville. Now over on the far side, that's Perron. Drops off Jay Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester reps one, a glove save. Held on to there by Pecorine. The defending Stanley Cup champions find themselves deadlocked 2-2 in their first playoff game of the season. There is Bouwmeester. Back to the line. Bouwmeester, what a stop with the glove by Pecorine. Flashes leather and holds on. Jay Bouwmeester, obviously, hopefully he continues to recover well after a scary incident earlier this season on the St. Louis bench. Here is Rocco Grimaldi. Carries the puck in over the line on the far side. Grimaldi drops off. Ekholm lets it go. Shot blocked. And Matthias Ekholm's got it again. Rocco Grimaldi. Shot blocked. Back to the point. Dante Fabro. Fabro comes into the middle. Dropped off Grimaldi. Shot blocked again. Matthias Ekholm's got it near side. Ekholm shovels it down the wall. Craig Smith picked it off and lost it. Here come the Blues. Here's Grimaldi as he takes it away in the middle. Now dropped off here is Matthias Ekholm. Shot, glove save made by Binnington right in front. As he'll hold on. Face off to the left side of Jordan Binnington. Robert Thomas on it for St. Louis and won it cleanly. Tyler Bozak carries over the line on the far side. Former Toronto Maple Leaf. Bozak back to the point. Falk into the middle. Alex Steen. He can't pull the trigger on it. Steen's got it, though. He sends it down low. Robert Thomas. He tied the game. Now up front to Steen. Shot got blocked, and here comes Nashville the other way. 3-on-2. Calle Jarnkrok leads the rush. Jarnkrok winds and fires. Great defensive play by Thomas. Back to the point it goes now, though. Here's Nashville. Duchesne let it go, and it goes just wide. Now here come the St. Louis Blues leading a rush the other way. Bozak into the middle. Justin Falk shot it blocked. Now it goes down low. Out front. Oh, what a stop by Rene. He gets the glove on it. Tyler Bozak looks skyward. He can't believe it. Nearly put the Blues on top. Is the shot count 46-35. A lot of shots on goal now both ways. As here's O'Reilly, a great save out front. Oh, and a hard hit. Pietrangelo got his man. And now Roman Josi sends that one in deep. Carl Gunnarsson got it to Alex Pietrangelo. Volume shooting teams here in game one. Pietrangelo, I don't know if it's volume shooting or a big save by Rene there. Penalty coming to St. Louis. I was just going to say, I don't know if it's volume shooting or some trigger-happy statisticians here somewhere in the bowels of the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Nonetheless, Ryan O'Reilly's picked up a minor penalty. It's hooking. Nashville to the man advantage. They're going to try to take a lead here. Draw one by the Preds. Excuse me, I lost the volume on my headset there. Now a chance out front for Victor Arvidsson. I actually just picked up this headset for this little experiment, so it cost me $50 at the very least. Draw to the left side of Binnington. Preds still on a power play, but the Blues win the draw cleanly. Get it out. Alex Steen carries in. Over the line, near side. Now in front. McEachern, short-handed, great chance. McEachern robbed by Rene. Now back the other way at Nashville. Joe turned over. McEachern, he nearly got in behind the D. Now here's Steen leading a rush. Steen drops off Carl Gunnarsson. Turned over at the line. Chance to get this out for Nashville. Can't do so yet. Here's Philip Forsberg. Forsberg with it. Forsberg now in front. Oh, what a stop by Binnington. As Marcus Granlund robbed point blank by Jordan Binnington. Buck 21 to go on the Nashville power play. 14-15 to go in the period. Draw one. Kalle Järnkrok. He's got it for Nashville. Shovels it down the wall. Duchesne now comes in front. Ryan Johansson. Johansson D to D Järnkrok. Johansson back to the point. Alice let it go. And another stop by Binnington. The Edmonton Oilers, of course, they'll get underway a little bit later on with the Calgary Flames in the coming days. That one, a lot of eyes going to be on it. A lot of rivalries in the opening round. And this, you could argue, might be one of them. Nashville and St. Louis, two long-time Central Division opponents here in the National Hockey League. Now over the line, this comes Nashville. Centering pass, Duchesne couldn't get it. As the Blues send it down the ice. Nashville runs short on power play time. 43 seconds remain. Ryan Ellis up to Ryan Johansson. Johansson cross Matt Duchesne. Duchesne picked off. And now here come the St. Louis Blues. Braden Shen over the line into the middle. Picked off Arvidsson. And now here's 3-on-1. Nashville. This is Granlund. Granlund trying to center it. Arvidsson couldn't get it there. Vlad Tarasenko. He's got it. He sends it deep into Nashville territory. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Nashville Predators. Marcus Granlund over the line. Toe drag. Lost it to Justin Falk. Falk goes down the ice. Picked up by Kyle Turris. One last rush here for Nashville if they have enough time. Turris shot. Great stop by Binnington. He'll hold on. And there's 2 seconds of power play time remaining. So unless Nashville can get a shot away right away, St. Louis will continue their perfect penalty killing tonight, much to the appreciation of the home crowd, and in fact they will. But here's a chance. Turris, another chance. Rebound sitting there. Binnington makes the save. Jordan Binnington has been nothing short of tremendous in the St. Louis crease tonight. Draw one by the Preds, snapping one, scores. Pro. His first of the postseason. It's from Kyle Turris, right off the draw. And the D-man snaps at low blocker on Jordan Binnington. Just like that. Right off a draw with 12:48 to go in the second period. Nashville has the lead. Justin Falk carries in for St. Louis. Centering pass goes off a body and errant. And now here's a 2-on-1 for Nashville. Sisson's got Watson. Watson shot stick. Save made by Binnington as the Blues again trail here in this one. Here's Ryan O'Reilly. His puck into the middle, picked off. And here come the Nashville Predators. Austin Watson over the line. Watson. He centers it in. Front glove save by Binnington. We're going to have to pause for a second, gang. Wife's home. I got to explain it. 56:38. Holy shit, look at that. All right, that was a minute for sure. We'll get back to this, and yeah, see how. Looking at because when did I get off? It's been a while. I'd say it's been. Looking at because when did I get off? It's been a while. I'd say it's been. Oh, let's see. Because when did I get off? And Blood Bennington. Yeah, it's been about a half hour, so apologies for that. But hey, you know what? Better late than never. Let's finish this thing off. Yes, no side chosen. I choose no sides. I'm very impartial. All right, face off to the right side of Jordan Bennington. The Blues win it. 3-2, Preds lead midway through regulation. Jordan Schwartz takes it in over the line, near side, into the middle, and a good stop made by Pecorine. He's going to hold on to that one. We'll get a draw now to the right side of Pecorine as the Preds come out with it. Here is Marcus Granlund. Granlund, far side, drops off Hamhuis. Forsberg, now to Johansson. Ryan Johansson, back to Philip Forsberg. Now it's going to come to Forsberg again. He got it. He's taking it into the corner, in behind the goal. Out front, looking there for Ryan Johansson. Can't get it to him. And dumped in now by the St. Louis Blues as the Preds get it and come back out. Here's Forsberg. Over the line. Forsberg into the middle. Can't get it there. And now here come the St. Louis Blues once again. Dropped off Gunnarsson. Let it go. Goes just wide. Dan Hamhuis now in behind the net. As here's Yannick Weber. Weber, he gets it out. Got it to Phil Forsberg. Forsberg in. Lets it go. He scores. Philip Forsberg puts the Preds up 4-2. That's his first of the postseason. In Nashville. What a shot by Philip Forsberg. As comes in near the far side circle, snaps one by Jordan Bennington. Preds up by a deuce here. 11-17 to go in this second period. As the Blues come in now, they got some work to do. Is now a shot there, get one back. Ivan Barbashev makes it 4-3, his first of the playoffs. McEachern and Sundqvist, they're going to get the assists. So just as the Preds take a 2-goal lead, Barbashev, seconds later, snaps it underneath the arm of Pecorine. And the St. Louis Blues right back in this one. And just sneaks it in between the arm and the body of Pecorine. As the Blues right back in the thick of this one. Now here's Ryan Ellis. Ellis tries to get it up, and now here is Dave Perron. Perron sends that one in deep. Ellis has got it for Nashville. Gets it to Nick Bonino. Bonino over to Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi drops off into the middle. There's Roman Josi. 10:48 to go in the second period. We're halfway through regulation. Nashville 4, St. Louis 3. Here in the middle, this is Dave Perron. Perron, he's going to take it around the net. He's looking for an option, goes back to Justin Falk. Perron into the middle. Takes it away by Roman Josi. Josi leads the rush for Nashville. Josi into the middle, Arvidsson. Drops off Yarncroke, knocked off the puck. And here come the Blues back the other way. Vince Dunn. Dunn shot it. Oh, and it didn't miss by much. St. Louis nearly tied the hockey game. Arvidsson over the line. One too many moves at the Blue, and it is offside on the Predators. Face off just outside of the St. Louis line. 35-33. The Blues lead in shots on goal. Matt Duchesne with it over to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm, he stops up, looks back to the point. That's intercepted, and here's Steen back the other way for the Blues, but it's knocked down in the neutral zone. Dante Fabro gets it out. Sissons to Arvidsson. Back to the point, Dante Fabro. Fabro, he's got a goal tonight. Look at out front, Robert Thomas intercepts, and now here comes Ty Bozak. Bozak drops off, but it's picked off by the Preds. Fabro, centering pass. Austin Watson, he's got a goal tonight as well. Watson, centering pass picked off, and the Blues, they were coming out the other way, but they lost it, got it right back. Robert Thomas, he's got a goal tonight. Steen let it go. Good stop by Pecorine. He'll hold on. Now he got some pushing and shoving in front of the Nashville goal. As it's 4-3 for the Preds here. 9:28 to go in the second period. Ivan Barbashev on the draw to the right side of Pecorine with Kyle Turris, and Turris and the Nashville Predators win it cleanly. Nashville tries to come into St. Louis, steal game one here in their building, the defending Stanley Cup champions. Best record in the Western Conference. They have control of the puck now. Off the Sundqvist, point blank. What a stop by Rene. Barbashev again, another stop by Rene. And two real good opportunities on that sequence for St. Louis. One was Oscar Sundqvist. The other was Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev, of course, has the most recent St. Louis tally. And a hard hit there. That got missed somehow in behind the play. 9:06 to go in the second period. Braden Shen is on the draw. Won it cleanly. Here's Drayden Schwartz. Shot kicked out by Pecorine. Here comes Phil Forsberg. Drops off Hamhuis. Hamhuis sent that one up the wall. Alex Pietrangelo got it to Braden Shen. Shen centers it in front. Picked off. Predators have it. Here is Ryan Johansson. Lost it to Gunnarsson. And the Preds get it back on a turnover and score. 2-goal leads back. Phil Forsberg, second of the night. Turnover, Granlund to Forsberg. One times it by Binnington. It's 5-3 Nashville. And the Nashville Predators, who were all over the host Blues in the first period, they're now leading by 2 once again. Came out of that first period tied at 1, and if we're being honest, it probably should have been a lot worse than that. Draw one and controlled by the St. Louis Blues at center. Shen drops to Falk. Falk into the middle. That's for Vladimir Tarasenko. Tarasenko, his centering pass, a good stick lift in the middle, and Jaden Schwartz wasn't able to get a stick on it. Here is Craig Smith, Smith drops off. Ekholm in the middle, and he let a shot go. Great stop made. Ekholm to Fabro. Back to Ekholm. One-timer and a great stop with the glove made by Jordan Binnington. Craig Smith unable to get it past the St. Louis netminder. Draw one by the Blues. And set up the ice, Ryan O'Reilly. Cole Sanford, he sends that one in deep. And Ryan Ellis, centered now. It's going to get out. Here comes Nick Bonino for the Nashville Predators. Centering pass, Grimaldi ripped it. It goes just wide. Rocco Grimaldi trying to extend the Nashville lead yet even further. Here in Game 1, Western Conference quarterfinal, Predators at Blues. Nashville leads at 5-3, middle of the second period. With it, it's going to be kicked into the corner. Jay Ballmeister had it, lost it. Now here's a potential for a break for St. Louis. It's David Perron, a great back check on Perron, and Roman Josi able to deny him the opportunity. Colton Parayko took a hard shot, but here come the Blues back the other way. McEachern, he's in, centering pass. What a stop by Rene. Turned aside again, Sundqvist. As this line for St. Louis has been dangerous. McEachern puts it in deep. Gathered there by O'Reilly. Back to the point. And now centering pass picked off. Predators have it. You with it. 2 goals on the night. Phil Forsberg. Centering pass. McEachern intercepts. McEachern. He's going to take it into the open line himself. McEachern stops up near side corner. Back to the point. Carl Gunnarsson puts that one down low. Ivan Barbashev. A big stop by Rene. And a big hit. And that's going to be a penalty resulting on St. Louis. I'm not sure what it might be. Maybe a charge. Fabro drops off. Sissons. Johansson. Sissons has got it. Sends it over to Johansson. Empty net Nashville as the Predators have the extra attacker in anticipation for a power play. Center pass in front. Touched up. Rebound by Pietrangelo. And the whistle goes. And it is going to be indeed a 2-minute power play for the Nashville Predators. Oscar Sundqvist, he ran a little bit. It is a charge. Sundqvist off for charging. Couple of good opportunities on the power play tonight for Nashville. No goals. 0 for 4. 20 shots on the Nashville power play. Some teams don't muster 20 shots in a game. Long shot on a short-handed rush from Steen. Meanwhile, turned aside and covered up by Pekka Rinne. Rinne is having a draw to his right. Johansson on it for Nashville. Predators, 8 seconds have come off their power play, and they're going to get a chance to lead a power play rush now with Victor Arvidsson in charge. Arvidsson, snapping one, blocked, back to the line, held in by Ryan Ellis. Now comes a Calle Jarnkrok. Shot got blocked. Loose puck. Now it comes to the line. Jarnkrok. Now over to the near side. Arvidsson over to the far side. A one-timer. Duchesne couldn't bury it. Duchesne again. Shot blocker. Saved by Binnington. Back to the point. Yossi holds it in. Johansson. Arvidsson. Another stop by Binnington. Back to the line. Johansson. Another stop by Binnington. This time with a blocker. Now a centering pass picked off. Blues have it. 2-on-2. Short-handed rush. Bozak. Steen let it go. A great stop by Rinne. He elects to play it and keep it alive. Granlund leads the power play rush for the Preds. Out front to Turris. Another stop by Binnington. Alex Steen gains the line, puts it in deep. There with it, Phil Forsberg for the Predators. Off the wall and out. It comes to Craig Smith. Smith, he's over the line near side. Drops off Forsberg. Centering pass comes out, and the Blues lead a short-handed rush. Robert Thomas snapping one. Good stop by Pekka Rinne. He'll elect to hang on to this one. 41 seconds power play time left for the Nashville Predators, who lead this one 5-3. Later stages of the second period. 5:15 to go. Now at the line, held in by Colton Parayko. Back to the point, Bouwmeester. There is Zach Sanford. Sanford centering pass. Calle Jarnkrok intercepts, and here's a power play rush again for Nashville. Craig Smith drops off. Jarnkrok with some time. Save the rebound. That goes up, and now it's gathered out by the St. Louis Blues. Dropped off Bozak. Bozak centered pass, and now here is Ryan Johansson. Kyle Turris with it. Turris, he's going to stop up. Go back to the line. Ellis. One-timer scores! Power play goal! Calle Jarnkrok, second of the game. Ryan Ellis and Kyle Turris will get the assist, and that actually, will go as a power play marker. You bet. 6-3, Preds. Late second. Oscar Sundqvist, disgusted, comes out of the box. What a play. What a shot by Calle Jarnkrok. The right-handed shooting Finn off one knee, looking like Ovi on that one. Blasted by Jordan Binnington. And now the defending Stanley Cup champs in some trouble here in Game 1 in their own building. They're gonna, probably, if you're the Blues, you want one before the second period ends. And now they might get one here as all by himself. That's Tarasenko, but another great back check by the Nashville Predators. This Preds team, very stingy defensively, and you got to think a 6-3 lead. It's going to be a tough deficit to erase against this Predator team coming into this playoff as the Western Conference 8 seed. As mentioned earlier, St. Louis, best record in the Western Conference. to end the regular season. Now centering in front, Benito, 2 chances, hit the post, back to the point. Smith, there's Weber into the middle, looking for a chance, looking for a lane, can't find it. Yannick Weber back to the point, Grimaldi. Hamhuis, Grimaldi, shot blocked, and now here's Tarasenko, stolen from him by Yannick Weber, now turned over. Here's St. Louis, here's Tarasenko in, shoots it, save the rebound, Pecorine. He's going to find it before any danger can be struck by St. Louis. Calle Jarnkrok out there, 2 goals with Matt Duchene and Victor Arvidsson. It's Ivan Barbashev with Oscar Sundqvist and McEachern for the St. Louis Blues. Arvidsson into the middle, Duchene. Arvidsson's got it right back. Arvidsson drops off Weber, back to the point, Hamhuis. Hamhuis to Duchene. Now centering pass, loose out front on the rebound. Arvidsson couldn't get it. Puck knocked out, and the Preds able to gain control of it in the offensive zone. Victor Arvidsson, what a move. Drops off for Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok tried to center it out front. That got broken up, and here come the Blues. 3:18 to go here in this second period. 6-3. Nashville leads this one. Here's Victor Arvidsson. He tries to carry in over the line, and offside. Go the Nashville Predators. Maybe one move too many by Victor Arvidsson at the St. Louis line. Face off just outside the St. Louis line. Ryan O'Reilly going up against Kyle Turris. Turris has had a relatively good night in the face-off circle, and another penalty coming up to St. Louis. Zach Sanford for tripping. And this is, you think, where the Nashville Predators might be able to drive the nail into the coffin. Nashville recorded 20 shots in the first period and haven't looked back. As Smith got it to Forsberg, back to the point, that's Yossi. Yossi again, over to Phil Forsberg on the far side. Comes to the near side, Marcus Granlund, let it go, and it goes wide. Now it's Granlund again. Forsberg back to Granlund at the line. Loose puck stolen at the blue by Alexander Steen. Coming over the line. Steen waiting for an option. Centering pass picked off by Kyle Turris. Turris gains the line for Nashville. Near side. Turris waiting for an option. Centering pass in front. That shot kicked out by Binnington. Now a shot from Forsberg tipped on the way through. And Binnington able to make the stop. Ryan Johansson on the draw against Ty Bozak. Johansson won it cleanly. Back to Ellis. There's Duchene. Shot blocked by Colton Parayko. Now turned over. Arvidsson let it go, and a great shot. And a great stop also turned in Binnington. Take a quick look at the shots on goal. I don't know what's happening. Shot 74 for Nashville. I put this on full simulation, but you wouldn't know it. Over to Johansson, shot, good stop made. Loose puck in the slot. There's St. Louis trying to get it to Sundqvist. They do. Sundqvist leads a rush. Ty Bozak. Bozak, he sends it up to the line. Parayko, Jay Bouwmeester, Sundqvist to Bouwmeester. Now over to the far side. Ty Bozak turned over. Now this is Phil Forsberg for the Nashville Predators. Forsberg centering pass. They score. 7-3 Nashville. And it is another power play goal. This one, Victor Arvidsson. I might have to adjust some gameplay settings here. Because, what do we got? 76-49 the shots. I gotta say, that seems aggressive. That seems aggressive. So, I don't know what I'll have to do about that. I put it on full sim. Full simulation, and I I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But 7-3 Nashville. Victor Arvidsson now turned over. Here come the Blues on the turn back. Centering pass. Sanford, he's got a right back. Sanford letting one go, and it goes wide off the end boards. Perron, and a great stop made by Pecorine. Here's David Perron. Over to the far side, Pietrangelo. Ekholm to Johansson. Ryan Johansson centers it over now into the near side. Granlund took a hit to make a play. One-timer! Oh, and missing it is the Nashville Predators have blown this thing wide open. Jaden Schwartz up to Dunn. There's Vince Dunn. Schwartz now. Schwartz walking into the middle. It's going to come loose for O'Reilly. O'Reilly couldn't get the shot away. I think what I'll do is if I drop it to 10-minute periods, that should do it. Oh, centered pass, O'Reilly, and a great stop by Pecorine as here come the Nashville Predators over the line, snapping one. Oh, goal. Binnington makes the save. We'll do a deeper dive into the stats here in the 49 seconds time when the period comes to a close. Considering the time of day, I might simulate the rest of this one. And considering it's 7-3, as the Blues carry out, this is Vladimir Tarasenko lost it. Kyle Turris, he comes back. Now Turris took a hard shot from Vince Dunn, and here come the Blues again. Tarasenko over to the far side, picked off Hamhuis. Vince Dunn's got it, neutral zone. Dunn to Schwartz. Jaden Schwartz into the middle. Shen save the rebound sitting there. Nashville able to clear. 23 seconds to go in the second period. With it here, this is Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi centering pass. Kyle Turris. Turris lost it. Now here come the Blues. 2-on-1. McEachern leads it. McEachern, he's running out of time. Stops up, and now the Preds turn it over. And here comes Yannick Weber letting one go just wide. That'll do it. Second period. It's over. As all right, so the shots on goal are 77-52. Like, what do I do about this? Like, game settings, okay? You can see the difficulty superstar. Full sim, you saw that there too. Gameplay sliders, maybe? Like, game style. Full simulation. Most realistic setting, I doubt it. Right? I just can't figure this out. Why this is like this. I think the periods maybe just be too long. I mean, like, you think about half this. I mean, even if you have those through two periods, it's like 35, 27, which is better, but it's still not ideal, obviously. I'm going to sim the rest of this one, guys. I'm going to do it, and the reason is because obviously it's 7-3 and it's late. But the Preds, I would assume, come into St. Louis and bomb them. Okay, so if I go to, like, what were the shots in that one then?
The draw gets tied. The shots on goal are 77 to 52.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching my video now. I'll watch that later. But I can't figure that out, guys.
I'm watching my video now.
So let's go to okay, St. Louis. All right, let's see. Goalies. So he let in 7 goals. So it was 77 to 52 when we ended, right? So Nashville got 2 shots, right? Shots against 79. Is that correct? I'll go look at my video. I'll be able to tell, obviously. Yeah, 77. So Nashville got 2 shots. So, get this. St. Louis, the shots through 2 periods of play were 77-59, 52. And obviously, as we can now see, shots are now, the shots in the second period were 7-2 for St. Louis. That's just, you know what? That's just EA Sports for you. That's all that is. Like you wish. Gameplay settings. Like, what would I have to fix? Well, I think what I'm going to fix is I'm going to change it to 10-minute periods. That should fix it a bit. Right, let's even go 9 minutes. Alright, we'll try that mañana. Okay, so your next one that we're going to do tomorrow is Winnipeg and Vegas. Hopefully it ends up a little better. We'll see. 9-minute periods should hopefully solve a problem. And then, so yeah, we'll do Winnipeg and Vegas next. And we'll figure the rest out down the road. How's that sound? Alright, well, hope everyone enjoyed that stream. I might figure out a different way to do this. You guys. Because live, obviously, this ended up being a fucking 2-hour stream.
Might figure out a different way to do.
And that, I think, is egregious. If I can do it, so I can just upload, like, do a period at a time, and then, like, edit it together and put it on YouTube, I might do that. But I'll see. Alright, that'll do it for tonight. Gang, we'll talk to you.